Mayuresh Joshi is with us. Sarvendra Srivastava joins in as well on the show. Gentlemen, good morning. Good to have both of you here. Sarvendra, will the momentum from yesterday continue?
Yeah, very good morning. No, it seems that we had a decent bit of reversal yesterday. Probably volumes were the only thing that were probably missing yesterday, but in the sense that there was no volume expansion. But one thing which is coming clearly out of this move is that over the last 4-5 sessions that we have had, 7,800 is holding on and is a support as far as the markets are concerned.
Yeah. No, but do you think this is a move which can take out some 7,950, 8,000, or you think it'll be hard?
I think this move is clearly looking into it's setting up for that breakout past 7,950, 8,000, and that possibly definitely is the case here. So that should happen.
Okay, all right. I think just starting the markets this morning, Mayuresh is with us as well. Mayuresh, very quickly, any impact from the exit poll results from yesterday for the market?
No, Prashant, I think largely in line, right? I mean, nobody was expecting BJP to make big inroads in states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, but Assam is definitely a surprise. And I think that positive momentum might be taken. But again, I think not largely seeing anything which will have a market impact per se.
So in a way, kind of sort of low impact numbers. And as I said earlier, even for the Rajya Sabha, it doesn't really change the equation very much at all. Maybe BJP picks up 3-4 seats over the next couple of years from Assam. So, but otherwise nothing. I think we're just sort of hitting market open. So let's ring the bell, look at the market open, first prices which will start to come up on your air, and then we'll go and talk to Sarvendra and Mayuresh back again. What do we have? 35 points on the Nifty and about 112 odd points, 120 points on the Sensex right now. ITC starts higher, it's all green by the way. HDFC, Kotak Bank, BPCL, Aurobindo, all up. Asian Paints is up, Cipla is up. 135 and 40 on the Sensex and the Nifty respectively. Nifty past 7,900. DRL is up 0.5%. Ambuja is up to 1/3%. Petronet is up 2%. Lots of numbers, so maybe we could look at the result reactions first and then sort of look at some other stuff. So we had Triveni Engineering, which reported numbers. You had Tata Coffee, Brigade, which reported numbers. JK Tyre reported numbers. There you go, 3% higher. Then you had Advani Hotels, which reported numbers. Excel Crop Care, Tata Coffee is down about 2.25. Strides will come up on your screen. You had numbers from TRF, PNB Guilds. So smaller companies, some not quite mid-cap as well, but essentially you had a fair bit of activity as far as earnings are concerned. I mean, every day now, post-close, long list of earnings to track. PNB Guilds is down about 4.5%. I just want to quickly take a look at Sun TV, see what's happening there. Sun TV, of course, is a function of the exit polls showing the DMK Congress combined back in Tamil Nadu, back in the driver's seat. Sun TV starts about 4% higher. So about 409 on Sun TV. That's a 15 rupee move straight up. It's already, by the way, till yesterday's close, done about 10%. Ever since Z's numbers were very strong and Sun TV is yet to declare numbers. Over the last few days, Sun TV is up 10 and today 4. So that's 14% in the last 5-6 trading sessions from Sun TV coming in. Asian Paints is flattish. Just going back to large caps, Wipro is flattish. IndusInd Bank is up 0.5%. You got, let's just put the wall up please, see what's happening. Maruti is up 1/3%. And the Nifty is holding past 7,900 at this point in time. Okay, let me just see the top gainers. Axis Bank is up 2%, the biggest gainer. It's followed by ONGC, HDFC, Bank of Baroda and ICICI, which are up about 1% and more. 43 stocks are higher, 7 stocks are lower. Tata Motors is the biggest loser. It's down about 1.25, 388. Bosch is down 0.8%. Lever is down 1/4. Eicher, Sun Pharma, Grasim are down about 1/4% each as well. Sun is up 4.25% now. That's a 17 rupee move on Sun TV. So it's only picking up, gaining momentum. So keep an eye out on that one. Okay, what else? Strides is up 1%, Pankaj is pointing out. So, I mean, numbers came out yesterday. Nitin Fire is up about 3% or so. There was an order. Kaveri was up 7% yesterday. It is up 2% today. That is Kaveri Seeds. Sobha, likely to announce a buyback. Stock is up 2%. So there is Sobha Developers. Indiabulls Real Estate was up 7% yesterday. It's following up with about a 2% move today. There's Tourism Finance, which reported numbers, and the stock is down 6%. And of course, we pointed out PNB Guilds, which was down about 4.5%. It's still there. So that's essentially what you have as far as the market open goes. 150 points on the Sensex at this point in time. Okay, Sarvendra, your thoughts on the open, the start that we've got around 7,900 plus?
I think a fairly decent start, and the only thing is now that you'll want the daily momentum also probably to start. The cycles more or less are complete, so we have a small, along with the price momentum, probably also more momentum indicators have corrected now. Wanting to probably now turn and go back into those buy cycles, so that event is still pending, and probably over the next 1 or 2 days, if that happens, then you will see more momentum and more traction coming into the markets, and markets eventually breaking out of 7950, 8,000. And mind you, 8,000 is a huge open interest, huge open interest. So lot of potential for shorts, for a short squeeze and a short and a rally thereafter. So that event I think will pan out closer to the expiry.
Mayuresh, do you get a sense the market is ready for its next move up? I mean, the aggregate market is what I'm talking about. Or you think it'll stay restrained, at about 7950, 8,000? There's again another leg of sell-off, not really headed anywhere.
No, largely, Pankaj, I think, Prashant, I think the markets will be constrained largely for the May series. But if you go beyond that, probably, I think the markets are always on the lookout for triggers. Monsoon might be a trigger if they appear quite well this time around, as reports are suggesting. But largely, I think it will all boil down to three factors. How earnings are coming up, and earnings are largely expected to show a huge amount of resilience in the second half of this fiscal. And if that rebound happens, I think the markets is going to take it positively, both in terms of how the base will pan out for FY16 over 17, and largely, I think, recovery. Secondly, I think the capex, specifically from the private side, I think the government is doing its efforts of doing spending from its side. If the private capex follows in the next few quarters, specifically from Q3, Q4 of the coming fiscal, you'll see a significant quantum jump in how earnings will pan out. And third, I think the global volatility is also to be kept in mind, because I think that will have a huge amount of bearing in terms of the risk on risk of trade across global equities. So I think these three factors would ensure that the markets are not probably zooming up or down in a significant manner unless one of the factors goes awfully wrong. So I think largely constrained trade from a short to medium term perspective.
The stock of the day so far is Sun TV, and I was talking about it in the morning. It's up 8% now, 9% actually, if you look at the futures price. So it's a 30 rupee move on Sun TV. 425 is where we stand. I mean, it's 10 rupees away from a 52-week high, by the way. So that's a pretty strong mover today. Mayuresh, if you talk about stocks, any thoughts on Sun TV? We don't know when numbers are. But this is no longer Z reported earnings, and numbers were pretty strong, and Sun started moving. But now you got this, exit polls showing DMK back in power. It's kind of difficult to gauge the impact, but one could sense that, well, this is positive for the company, for the group, for the Sun Group. Any thoughts on this, Sun TV?
Again, I think largely the move today is driven largely with the kind of exit poll reactions that we are seeing. And yes, I think if you look at the business model, I think a large part of revenues with its dominance in South India still continues, both in terms of how the advertising revenue market share has been for Sun TV, along with the subscription share different along different states in the South. There have been some amount of issues related to promoters and so on and so forth, and the stock has reacted accordingly. But again, I think the numbers are expected to be better generally for the media pack. The advertising revenues along with yields expected expected to improve going forward with digitalization picking up steam. My own take is that with increased subscription additions happening on a more consistent basis, the net additions will be ensuring that the revenues even from the subscription part grow at a healthy pace. So my own take is that the numbers are expected to be good for the media pack in general, but Sun is reacting both on expectations of the exit poll announcements that have come through and expectations of strong results. As you rightly said, Z has been a precedence for Sun, and if the results are good, I think the markets are probably preempting the move in what we're seeing in stock prices.
Any thoughts, Sarvendra? Sun TV? It's a big move today. 9.25%.
No, I think it is shaping up very well. So, but just like probably something like a Reliance, this stock over the last 5 years into this range. Now, if with this move it is wanting to take out those numbers, then probably slightly medium to long term, the setups are looking very, very interesting now. And if it fathoms a breakout past 435, 437, I think if that's a clear breakout point for Sun TV, and if it fathoms a breakout decisively past that, then this stock could be 540, 560 in a jiffy. So I think a very nice window opening up, and probably we'll also want to like to trade this stock on the upside.